Some crimes shock the world, some confuse investigators, and some are so clever they almost get away with it. But no matter how deep the secret is buried, the truth has a way of crawling back into the light. Welcome to a journey into 5 real criminal cases that look like fiction, but aren't. Cases where killers made one mistake, one tiny slip, and justice found its way in. From a taxi driver who vanished into the night, to a girl who officially never existed, these are the stories that prove one thing: no crime is perfect. Someone always talks. Something always breaks. The missing taxi driver. A freezing night in December 2018, a 32-year-old taxi driver named Alex Carter picked up what he believed would be his final ride of the night. The city was unusually quiet. Snowflakes tapped gently against the windshield of his yellow cab as streetlights blurred through the foggy air. It was 11:47 p.m. when his mobile dispatch system buzzed, a ride request from the edge of the city near Pine Grove Forest. Alex hesitated. Drivers rarely accepted calls near the forest after midnight. The area was known for long empty roads and weak cellular reception. But money was tight, Christmas was nearing, and the fare was high. He accepted the ride. The passenger entered the back seat without a word. He was wearing a dark hoodie, black gloves, and a baseball cap pulled so low that his face practically vanished in shadow. Alex made eye contact through the rearview mirror only once, just long, enough to notice the passenger's unusually pale skin and emotionless expression. "Pine Grove Trail entrance," the man whispered. Alex nodded. Halfway into the journey, the GPS signal began glitching. The navigation screen flickered before going completely blank. The radio switched to static. Even Alex's phone lost service. The deeper the car drove into the forest road, the heavier the silence became. The kind of silence that feels intentional. At 12:18 a.m., Alex's taxi disappeared from digital radar. The search begins 3 days later. Forest hikers made a chilling discovery. Alex's taxi parked oddly at a clearing. The engine was off, but the keys remained in the ignition. The driver's door was open. Tire tracks indicated no struggle, no sudden brakes, no crash. Inside the car, no blood, no weapon, no forced entry, no personal belongings, no Alexit was hauntingly clean. Too clean. Police quickly ruled out accident. A grown man does not vanish into a forest leaving everything behind. Detectives categorized the case as probable homicide, even without a body. The breakthrough investigators pulled CCTV footage from the street where Alex had picked up the passenger. The camera angle was poor, the man's face invisible. But something stood out dramatically: the way he walked. A forensic analyst specializing in gait recognition paused the footage. "I don't need his face," she said. "I only need his steps." The man had a rare walking pattern, a noticeable downward drag of the right heel every 7th step, rhythmically consistent, like a signature. They fed the footage into an AI gait database used for matching criminals whose faces were never captured clearly. The system produced a hit, a match from a 2016 armed robbery case, a suspect who had gotten away due to lack of evidence. His name was Marco Hale. The arrest police tracked his last known address. When they arrived, Marco was calm, too calm. But when confronted with the evidence, he did something unexpected. He smiled. "You caught my walk," he said. During interrogation, he broke down faster than expected. It wasn't guilt, it was exhaustion. The confession Marco claimed the murder wasn't personal. He needed money to escape the country. He planned to steal the cab, sell its parts, and disappear. Alex recognized something was wrong and started asking questions, so Marco panicked. He forced Alex off the road at gunpoint, marched him into the woods, and shot him once. He returned to wipe the car clean, leaving no fingerprints. But he never considered one thing could betray him. Not his face, not his DNA, not his voice. His walk. Police recovered Alex's body 40 feet into the forest soil, buried under snow and pine needles. Final verdict: Marco Hale was sentenced to life imprisonment without parole. The world learned that justice doesn't only analyze fingerprints or faces. Sometimes, it studies footsteps. The Hotel Room 306 mystery. The Grand Imperial Hotel was known for luxury, discretion, and privacy. Guests included celebrities, politicians, and CEOs who appreciated silence and secrecy. But on April 14, 2021, one room shattered that reputation forever. Room 306 at 8:30 a.m. Housekeeping found Elena Markov, a 29-year-old tech entrepreneur, lying motionless on the marble floor. She was fully dressed, no visible injuries, no broken objects, no sign of struggle, even more unsettling. The room was locked from the inside, the windows were sealed shut, no security. Cameras were placed in the hallway due to VIP. Privacy policy, no fingerprints except hers. It felt impossible. It felt supernatural. Cause of death, autopsy results shocked. Investigators, poison. Not a common poison, but an inhaled neurotoxin so potent that exposure for 30 seconds could stop the central nervous system while leaving the skin untouched. The problem? There was no glass, injection mark, gas leak, or poisonous residue detectable in the room air. Suspects, police questioned. Business competitors, ex-boyfriends, investors, staff, hotel guests. Nothing. Everyone cleared. The turning point detective, Mira Cole, stepped into the room alone. She studied the scene, not with emotion but physics. If poison didn't enter by door or window, then it entered through architecture. She noticed something. The air vent above the bed looked slightly newer than the vent in the bathroom. She whispered, "Replaced recently." The vent screws had micro scratches indicating reinstallation. When removed, investigators found a drilled tunnel leading into the ventilation shaft. A tiny device slot was carved inside, barely 4 inches wide, a device that could push gas silently and leave. Reconstruction security footage finally revealed someone wearing hotel maintenance uniform entering room 308, not 306 next door, because the vents were connected. The killer pumped airborne neurotoxin into 306 from 308, waited 60 seconds, removed the device, resealed the vent, and exited like a worker finishing repairs. No forced entry, no camera suspicion, no trace. A perfect murder in theory, but he made one mistake. He used the hotel elevator to exit, and the elevator camera saw a reflection in his wristwatch just long enough to capture his face. The killer, Victor Hale, Elena's former business partner. Elena had removed him from their company after discovering he had been embezzling millions from investors. He lost lawsuits, reputation, and money. Revenge became obsession. He didn't just want her gone, he wanted her gone without a suspect. Sentence: Victor Hale received first-degree murder, premeditation, use of chemical weapon, life imprisonment. He never apologized. But the world did not remember his method. It remembered the victim, the anonymous blackmailer in 2023. Rising social media influencer Nadia Rain started receiving anonymous emails demanding money. Pay $500,000 or I ruin everything. She ignored them. The next day, a video leaked online exposing fake scandals about her life. The voice in the video was robotic, distorted, and untraceable. The sender used VPN routing through 6 countries encrypted. Emails, voice modulation, software masked, metadata cyber. Experts said, this person knows technology better than law. Enforcement. The threat escalates, new videos leaked weekly. Some mentioned private details only someone close could know. Fans turned toxic. Brands canceled contracts. Nadia was emotionally breaking. Police cyber unit couldn't crack IP, voice, location, or identity. The sender always remained invisible until a digital audio analyst studied the videos differently. Instead of listening to the voice, he isolated the breathing between the words, the discovery between sentences. The blackmailer inhaled slightly, always exactly 0.8 seconds, always after statements ending with the letter T. This was not technical manipulation. This was organic human breathing rhythm, a biometric signature. Police recorded the breathing patterns of 12 people in Nadia's close circle during casual conversation. Only one matched: her best friend, Liam Harper. Truth unveiled. Liam confessed within minutes. Not for money, for resentment. He had edited Nadia's first videos, supported her career, helped script content. Yet fame chose her, not him. Envy ate him alive. He wanted the world to hate her, not hire him. I wanted you to feel forgotten, he said. He never expected analytics to expose how he breathed. Justice: Liam received 12 years prison, cyber harassment charges, extortion charges, digital terrorism charges. Nadia rebuilt her career and later said, the loudest betrayal comes from the quietest jealousy. The bus stop killer, the city of Briarton was known for 3 things: rainy mornings, Crowded markets and public transport that always ran on time. People trusted routine there. But in the winter of 2022, that same routine became a death clock for 5 unsuspecting commuters. It began quietly. No alarms, no screams, no witnesses, just one person collapsing at a bus stop. Then another, and another victim pattern. The victims had nothing in common at first glance. A 19-year-old college student, 45-year-old pharmacy assistant, 60-year-old retired school teacher, 33-year-old delivery driver, a 27-year-old female accountant. Different ages, different lives, different schedules, but all 5 had these exact similarities. They died between 7:10 a.m. and 7:45 a.m. They used bus. Route 14, they collapsed. Specifically at North Hill bus stop. No signs of struggle, no visible injuries, no poisoning on first toxicology. Reports time between collapsing and death, 35-50 minutes. The media called it the morning drop-dead mystery. Investigative chaos. Police initially suspected gas leak, negative viral outbreak, negative mass poisoning, negative environmental toxin, negative terror attack. No evidence. CCTV at the bus stop showed nothing unusual. The victims were simply waiting. Normal posture, normal behavior. Then suddenly, dizziness, loss of balance, collapse, unconscious, death. No attacker. No interaction. No patterns. No suspects. People stopped using bus stops. Transport unions panicked. News channels broadcast theories about invisible assassins and airborne killers. The city feared mornings. Detective Ronan Keith takes the case. Detective Ronan was not a man who believed in coincidence. He believed in overlooked details. His first question was, if the victims are different, what connects the minutes before they died? He reconstructed their final 2 hours by scanning phone GPS, routes checking bank transactions, reviewing diet from family, interviews, tracking all possible shared locations. There was only one common intersection before the bus stop, a small roadside tea stall, 94 meters from North Hill bus stop. Every single victim bought morning tea from there between 6:30-7 a.m. Undercover surveillance. The tea stall, Morning Sip Corner, was run by a middle-aged man named Arjun Slate. Friendly, talkative, popular with commuters. No criminal record, no complaints. Just an ordinary tea seller with 11 years of service. Police installed a hidden camera inside the stall with court authorization. What they recorded changed everything. The truth on tape footage revealed a chilling routine. Arjun prepared tea normally, but every 6th cup, he added drops from a small unlabeled bottle hidden under the counter inside a matchbox. He then stirred casually, smiled, and served it to a customer at random. The victims were not specifically chosen. They were simply the unlucky 6th customers each day. The bottle contained tetramine, a slow-acting neurotoxin not detectable in early toxicology screenings because it breaks down rapidly in blood after death. The poison caused temporary dizziness. After 30 minutes, nervous system collapse within 45 minutes full. Organ failure by 60 minutes. By the time victims reached the bus stop, their bodies were already shutting down. Motive that shocked the nation during interrogation. Arjun confessed with no resistance, but his reason stunned even seasoned investigators. I didn't want to kill them. I wanted to rob them. He revealed the poison wasn't meant to be fatal, only to cause unconsciousness. He planned to later reach victims, steal wallets, phones discreetly, and stage it as fainting, but the first victim died unexpectedly. Then the second. Then panic and greed trapped him in repetition. He realized stopping would look suspicious, so he continued, hoping deaths would somehow stop on their own. He wasn't a serial killer hunting people. He was a thief whose experiment turned into murder. Public reaction and verdict. The revelation horrified the city more than any murder mystery could have, because the killer was not a monster hiding in shadows. He was the smiling man who poured your morning tea. Sentence: 5 life terms without parole. His tea stall remains closed, now painted with a memorial for the victims. The city rebuilt. But nobody ever bought roadside tea the same way again. The girl who never existed. On July 9, 2017, hikers exploring the border woods near Hollow Creek Forest discovered a body. A teenage girl, approximately 15-17 years old, lying near a dried riverbed. partially covered in branches as if hidden. Intentionally, police expected a typical missing person case. They were terribly wrong. Identity. Impossible. She had no phone, no ID, no wallet, no social media match, no fingerprint record, no missing person report, no DNA match in national database. It was as if she never existed at all. Forensic reports. Confirmed cause of death, strangulation, time of death, approx 36. Hours before discovery, signs of long-term malnutrition, old scars on wrists and back, indications of previous confinement. She had suffered long before she died. Facial reconstruction, and public appeal police reconstructed her face digitally and released it nationwide. No leads. Not a single person recognized her. News channels then named her the girl who never was. Conspiracy theories spread. Ghost child, illegal experiment victim, underground cult, trafficked foreigner, even supernatural legends. But truth was coming. Quietly and brutally real. The clothing clue detective Lena Ortiz studied the victim's clothing. Cheap fabric, no brand labels. Hand-stitched, seams uniform-like simplicity except for one detail. A tiny inner tag with faint writing, factory batch. Rate 89, Kano brand, no size, just a production code. Lena traced the number through textile manufacturing records. It led to a small factory that supplied bulk clothing to institutions, not stores. The biggest client listed under that batch, St. Mira Orphanage Home. The dead girl who was already dead. Records from St. Mira Orphanage showed 43 children currently enrolled. But one historical file stood out. Name, Alara Finch. Age, 16. Status, declared deceased, 6 years earlier. Cause of death, child illness outbreak. Body, cremated without family retrieval. But there was one problem. Cremation records were forged. Alara never died. She was simply removed from existence on paper. Inside, the orphanage. Truth. A raid on St. Mira uncovered horrors hidden. Underground sleeping cells, medical sedation, equipment fake, identity documents, transportation, logs to private buyers, children moved at night in unmarked vans, payments labeled as donations, CCTV blind zones over containment. Room. St. Mira wasn't an orphanage. It was a child trafficking distribution center. Kids were declared dead on record, so no one would ever search for them. Alara's final days. Survivor testimonies revealed Alara discovered the trafficking operation months earlier. She tried to escape. Twice. She was punished publicly both times. The third time she succeeded. Running into the forest, the orphanage director, Victor Gallen, hunted her himself with guards. They caught her at Hollow Creek instead of returning her. Victor strangled her to avoid exposure. She wasn't meant to be found. But nature uncovered what paperwork buried. Arrests and Global Impact Police arrested orphanage director Victor Gallen. 12 staff members, 7 external trafficking partners. Politicians receiving illegal adoption payments. Medical officers forging death certificates. The case triggered international reform of child welfare systems and mandatory digital tracking of orphan records. The world mourned a girl who officially never lived, yet changed everything after death. News report. She had no voice while she lived, but in death she exposed a system